Hey, y'all. Happy Juneteenth, everybody, and welcome back into our weekly five card tarot spread. This week is full of beautiful energy. We're going to be moving into Cancer energy, whoop, whoop, and that comes from the beginning of summer or Letha, which happens on Tuesday. So, happy Letha, happy beginning of summer happening this week. We're still in Pride Month and we're still showing up big, showing up boldly. Think of that beautiful summer energy, that fiery heat of being out there and having fun, summer fun. Think about all those things this week. Okay. So let's get into the cards. We'll give one last little shuffle. And let's see what we got going on. All right, let's start with our spiritual connection. And we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Next, for our health and happiness, we have the Nine of Cups. Next, for our love and relationships, we have the Justice card. For our business and career, we've got the Two of Wands. And last but not least, we have the Page of Wands. I was hoping to get the Sun card this week, but these are all wonderful cards. This week, it does feel very outdoorsy in these cards. There's a good mix of things happening here. So let's get started with our spiritual connection card here. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, this feels really, it feels abundant. It feels like you have been spending this time nurturing your connection to spirit, and it's just growing. It's growing exponentially. It's growing maybe larger than you thought. And the knowledge that is starting to come in that is helping you connect both spiritually and grounding you, centering you here feels really good. I get this impression that maybe it feels a little tedious to you, that maybe sitting in, let's say, meditation or journaling or any of those things, maybe even going to your house of worship, things like that. I feel like there's this boredom almost, if you will, that's happening, even though you know it's working, even though you know this connection is getting stronger. There may be this, you're kind of tired of the routine, but it's working. I want you to just take a moment and recognize like the growth of knowledge that you have gained from this spiritual connection. Whether it's, again, God, Goddess, spirit, the universe, the divine, however you describe that, I want you to really take stock in the amount of knowledge that you have gained. How much easier it is for you to connect to that which is bigger than you than maybe you ever thought was possible. And it's because you're putting in the work, right? It's because you just keep doing what you do and you are building this routine that, because it might feel a little comfortable, it might feel quiet. It's a beautiful, brilliantly large energy that does feel really easy and does feel really comfortable. And so don't dismiss it. Allow it to be easy and comfortable. Let's now move on to our health and happiness. And here we've got the Nine of Cups. This always feels like a nice little surprise. So Cups is our emotions. But again, it's funny. I don't get a ton of emotion off of these Cups cards the last couple of weeks. It feels much more like just this beautiful energy within as you're thinking about your health and happiness. And it feels very joyful. It feels like you found a lot of ways to be joyful, to start enjoying life a little bit more. That there's a little surprise. There's something that may be popping up for you that it feels good. It feels like a good surprise, but it feels like something unexpected is going to pop into your life that's going to help push that happy energy a little bit farther. If you have maybe not been in a beautiful place emotionally lately, this might be, again, something completely unexpected, something you couldn't have necessarily planned for that's going to show up. If you have that little spark, that little surprise that shows up, don't dismiss it. If you've been in kind of an ugly place lately and something happens, an opportunity appears, go ahead and take it, right? See where it leads you. Allow yourself to experience this unexpected energy because I think it's going to turn out really wonderfully for you. I think it's really going to help turn the tables if you're in a not great situation. And if you've already been in a really good situation, it's going to be like icing on the cake for you. So just keep an eye out for little surprises that pop up for you this week. Next, let's move on to our love and relationships. And here we have the Justice card. I think it was 2 weeks ago now. We had the Two of Swords here, and it felt very much like balance. And this week, it feels like making some decisions is going to start paying off for you. It feels like there are, I want to say, situations happening that involve other people, involve people that are close to you. There is, I hate to use the word justice when I'm talking about justice. I don't know. I get this sense of closure, like something around a particular relationship and something that's happened in a relationship for you this week. Something's going to kind of come full circle and things are going to work out the way that they needed to. Though I get a definite positive energy from this, it may not be the justice that you thought should happen, but there's a level of fairness. It feels more situational, even though this is our love and relationships card. It feels like there is a situation related to someone very close to you that will come full circle, that you will get some closure on, you will find some understanding, and that will be the catalyst to start to move forward. Maybe there's something that has happened that has held you back, has stopped you from moving, has kept you stunted in some way. Maybe it was something very traumatic or very hurtful, and it's kind of kept you from opening up to anything else. And I feel like there's going to be some resolution to that this week. And so be ready for whatever that resolution is, and just know that once it's resolved, it's resolved. You don't have to stress about it anymore. You don't have to worry yourself about it anymore. There isn't anything else to be done about it. And find some peace in that. Okay. Next, let's move on to our business and career card. And here we have the Two of Wands. So this card feels very much like you're starting to look around and see, who can I bring into this business or it within my career? Who can I start to connect to help get some answers? How can I start to move, right? Wands action. How can I start to move just a little bit to make some changes? Not big changes. And we're just starting the process of like dipping our toe in the water as far as doing something new, but it feels like you are starting to look outside yourself just a little bit and see who you can work with, who you can collaborate with, who you can ask for help, who can help you to grow in ways that maybe you don't recognize right now. So if you've been thinking about growing, if you've been thinking about partnering with someone in your business or within your career, some people might show up. Someone surprising may show up in your life this week, and just hear them out. Just see what it's about. That may not be the end all be all answer to what you're looking for, but it's worth listening to when this person shows up in your life. Okay, last but not least, we have the Page of Wands here in our overall card. And again, I'm going to say this is about listening. This is about acknowledging that there are forces that are bigger than you that are giving you answers. There are answers happening all around you. You've been asking a lot of questions about everything that's going on in your life and, well, what's my purpose? What am I supposed to do about this and this? The answers are happening, right? If you can just slow down enough and listen to them, you'll hear them. It feels like there's something, kind of in all these cards, that there's something that you've just repeatedly been looking for more information on. And the answers have been there, like in your face, happening everywhere. You just haven't slowed down and tuned in to what those answers are. And that's what I want you to do this week. Just notice what's happening. Actively notice everything that's going on around you, the people that are around you, the situations that are evolving, as little things pop up, as people pop up into your life, just notice. Notice how you feel when you see them or you interact with them. Notice their behavior, notice your behavior around them. Same thing in situations, and really just listen. Learn to listen to these little messages that have been coming through to you very clearly. But again, actively do that work this week. I think that's it. It feels good. Yeah, enjoy summer, the beginning of summer. Find water to dip your feet into, whether it's a pool or an ocean. I personally prefer the ocean. Find time to get outside to enjoy life a little bit more this week if you haven't been already. And let me know how that goes for you. All right, stay magical, y'all.